Well, this is awkward. I have two baritone Telecasters and I really only need one. But which one is better? Which one should I keep? Let's find out. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily and your eyes are beautiful. I'd kill for lashes like that. But please say hello to my baritone Telecasters. Over here we have the Squier Paranormal Series Baritone Cabronita Telecaster in Surf Green. And on this side we have a Partscaster that I built with a body from No Moon Laser, an official Fender neck, and a mix of pickups from Lawler and Seymour Duncan. Let's talk about the Squier first since I've had it longer. And maybe like a little like... Alright, this is a Squier. It retails at $430 new and has two Fender designed Alnico single coil soap bar pickups, which is definitely P90 coded language, though I think they don't really come out and say that. Some listings do. Who knows? It has a string through body, C-shaped neck, gloss finish on the neck, which I don't usually like, but this one is fine. It's not sticky at all. And it also has convenient electronics access through the back here. Kind of weird that I couldn't find the value for the Alnico magnets in these. That seems kind of important, but Fender seems to exclusively work with Alnico 2, 3, and 4 from what I've seen on their website. But if you know, please drop it in the comments. So this is a handsome guitar and I've largely left it stock. The one thing I did change was the output jack. I swapped in an electro socket because the jacks on these have a tendency to dislodge a bit from the body, which isn't fun at all, but thankfully it's an easy and affordable fix. Just need a little bit of, soldering ability and an electro socket, which they're not very expensive, so hard to complain when you have to do a little bit of modification on the Squier. It has a 27-inch scale length. Both of these should have those actually, and they both have the Pal Faro. I believe this is Pal Faro. This is a very nice looking dark Pal Faro if that's the case. Nothing exciting with the wiring here. I've really pretty much completely left this stock, which is a bit unusual for me with Squiers. So that says a lot either about how much I liked it or how lazy I was when I was working on it. These aren't on the Fender website anymore. None of the original Paranormal series is, but it looks like there are still new ones from Guitar Center and a few other places. Check the video description for affiliate links if you want to pick this up or anything else by the way. They're a great way to support the channel doing things that, let's be honest with ourselves and each other, we were probably gonna do anyway. All right, enough yammering, let's play this. I will be using the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave, and I'm gonna be using this Silktone Overdrive Plus to get some overdriven sounds. I'm gonna dial in something there, and whatever I land on is at least going to be the first thing that I play with the other baritone Telecaster, so you should have a pretty decent bass line. I forgot to mention I'm tuned it to B standard in both of these, so let's hear it. That's not a problem. I just need to tighten this, but I did notice that a second ago. Let's roll off that tone. All right, let me get a sound going. raw toggle on here, which makes more. And I'm going to put it on the more compressed sound. Playing baritone guitar without doing a little bit of bass face is a little bit impossible. So it's a few things I noticed about this guitar. A bit of a sticky toggle, not a huge deal. It is staying in position even when I kind of like tap it. It wants to be in the middle, and that's kind of where you should keep those three-way toggles from my understanding. Trying to figure out something else here. Some little itty bitty rattle. Can't really tell what it is. Can you hear that? I think it's just loose hardware. I'll figure that one out before I sell it, but let's go to the Partscaster. All right, here it is, the Baritone Tele I spent a weekend recently building. I've already touched on the pickups. In the neck here, we have a Lawler Royalty. It is a Strat voiced neck drop-in replacement for a Tele. And in the bridge, which is a little bit harder to get in the light here. I'm trying really hard, sorry guys. Right there, it is a Seymour Duncan from their custom shop. It's voiced like a 50s lap steel. Big fan of both of these pickups, especially this Seymour Duncan here. I really would love for them to add that to their standard rotation. The wiring is from Gun Street Wiring Shop. I just used a solderless harness for them, and I really do recommend it. They did send it to me for the other video. I'm still recommending it in this video. This is a 5-way toggle. So there are a lot of tunnel options in this guitar. It was pretty easy to put together. Honestly, the most difficult part was I got this Lawler pickup before they started. I believe they started doing this, but there's 3 wires in this Lawler so that you could do the series, the 4-way series if you wanted to. That's a pretty standard mod, but they didn't make the colors different, and I had to do a little bit of trial and error to figure out which was which. So that was a little bit confusing. I really hope they've changed that. I think that they have if I've looked at pictures on their website. But enough about that. I'm going to start playing in a second. But first, please consider dropping a like, comment, and subscribe. It's super helpful for keeping me motivated to make videos like this. I also have a Patreon, and you can drop a thanks in the chat if you're watching during the premiere, or below if you're watching later if you feel so inclined to tip me for any reason. I don't know why you would, but it's there, so thank you. Let's go ahead and tune up. I'm tuning, but I'm thinking about the Ethiopian food I'm going to eat later. Imagine if I slow this down instead of speeding it up. since this has a bit of a more complicated wiring situation, I'm going to walk you through it. Up here, I think that's the 5th position. I always forget which is which, but all the way up toward me, that's neck. Down here is neck bridge, just bridge. This is a modded phase, and this is kind of a PAF sort of sound situation. So I'm just going to do some E chords, and you'll hear it. Go ahead and get this Overdrive Plus going. This is the same first setting as before. I'm not going to change a thing. Sounds louder. You might be wondering if I prefer the Squier neck or the Fender neck, and frankly, they are a little bit too similar for me to really make that call. I don't have a preference between them. Oh, it's up here. Where did I miss that note? Need to file that nut slot down just a skosh. That was modded phase, by the way, and this is the PAFE kind of guy again. I love that PAF sound. I love this wiring harness. The 5-way is truly so cool. All right, more gain. Oh, I love this bridge pickup. Oh my God. That's so nasty. This sounds so good. I love this guitar. Now we're going to the more compressed setting. I do think it's true that as you add more gain and compression, the pickups sound way less different, but I don't think that's super controversial. Obviously, I didn't practice the second half of that riff, and if you know what song that is, you know. I think the Sadies played on that record. All right, so which one am I keeping? Obviously the Partscaster. I believe I might have a buyer for the Squier, and I think we all know that selling Partscasters is a bit of a fool's errand. Partscasters are lovely for building dream guitars, or having a fun project, not so much for selling and getting your money back. If you like this video, please check out one of the on-screen videos. I have the video of me building this Partscaster Tele, which I highly recommend. And by the way, YouTube loves when you go from one of my videos to another, so that's another great way to support this channel. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.